a lot.
Nice. Nice work.
I have more energy.
That is really good. That's awesome. And you're also at some of your lightest weigh-ins too,
Yeah,
consistently.
I'm still at my lightest, yes.
Yes, it's awesome. So that means like when you consistently hit several light weigh-ins like that, it means that your weight's about to, start going back down. So it'll stick there for a little bit and then it'll go down as long as you stay consistent.
Yeah.
Cool. What about you, Jamie? I know you're busy at work, but you have any wins that you want to share at all?
I can't think of any new wins. Still, my energy's good. At my lightest weight today, and my jumping pull up. I think that was more of a last week thing, but that's still my high right now.
Yes. Jamie got her first jumping pull up, and her next goal is going to be an actual real pull up. I think it's going to be just like like less than a month before you get it, I promise. And then she's also signed up for her first CrossFit competition, October 31st, right?
Yep.
Yay. Awesome. And there's Hi. What's up, Hi? Roaming in the woods. Hi just got back from camping and canoeing and stuff. What are your wins this week? You're kind of off the charts.
Well, I was in the woods getting a lot of exercise, physical activity in terms of like hiking and just paddling, and didn't get hurt, so that's my win.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to share their wins at all before we get started? Jessica, Derek, Joe, Autumn. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started because we have a lot to cover today. All right, give me a thumbs up if you guys can see my screen. Cool. Awesome. Rob, you ready?
All right. So we got a really tactical one today, and we are just going to dive right in here. Let me get everybody muted. So today we're going to talk about the cost of getting lean. All right. Cost of getting lean. So a tale of two clients. We've got Bill and we've got Annika. So Bill wants to have 6-pack abs. He's already lost 30 pounds. Feels like with a little extra work, a little more time, abs will start popping and his physique will be finished. Annika wants to lose weight, but does not want to give up everything and become a health nut and make massive changes. The 5:30 a.m. boot camp, kale shakes, lemon juice cleanses, and 1,000 sit-ups a day forever, just like she doesn't think she can do that. So myth number one with Bill: with just a few small, easy changes to one's diet and exercise routine, you too can have shredded abs, big biceps, tight glutes, just like the magazine models. Myth number two with Annika: getting healthy or losing weight involves massively painful, intolerable sacrifice, restriction, and deprivation. So neither of these are true. Reality number one: the price that helps you lose the first 10 pounds isn't the same one that'll help you lose the last 10 pounds. It takes a lot more work as you get leaner. Reality number two, get everybody muted. Reality number two: if you aspire to be a fitness model or elite lean athlete, you might be surprised. Images are photoshopped for effect sometimes. Bodybuilders only look like that for competition. Achieving that look comes at a high cost that most people aren't willing to pay. Reality number three: if you aspire to be lean and healthy, even small adjustments can, over time, add up to noticeable improvements. Sometimes these improvements can change, perhaps even save lives. So you have to weigh out the pros and cons with this. So we're going to go over a few charts outlining what it takes to lose body fat, improve your health, and move from one fitness category to the next. So it's necessary, again, to weigh the pros and cons so that you can make informed decisions about your body, health, and your life and what you ultimately want to do. So body fat percentage of a man above 20% or a woman above 30%. So the benefits, easy fallback for some folks, doesn't require much work or thought. The trade-offs is going to be poor health, low energy levels, poor life expectancy, risks of metabolic syndrome, may need medications to manage various conditions.
So that body type is somebody who just goes through life, doesn't really eats fast food often, doesn't really even think about what's going on in their body. That's somebody who's over 30% body fat.
So the next one, men with a body fat percentage of 15 to 20%, women 25 to 30%. Benefits: improved health and energy, improved sleep, exercise is easy and enjoyable. The trade-offs require some thought and planning, and you'll look good but not super lean. Anything you want to add on that?
So we're going to progressively get leaner in these charts as we go. Okay, guys?
So this one for men, 13 to 15%, women, 23 to 25%. Benefits: fairly easy to maintain, probably be able to reduce or eliminate many medications. Trade-offs may require a lot more planning, may require some minor social sacrifices, exercising instead of hanging out with friends at the bar.
Yeah, maybe like going to boot camp, going to CrossFit.
So it may require effort and attention to maintain the amount of sleep you need, may require some time and attention to learn stress reduction techniques. So the next one up, men 10 to 12%, women 20 to 22. Benefits: fit appearance.
So this is where for men, your abs are starting to come out. Women, you can start seeing the top abs, the obliques. You can start seeing some definitions in your arms and your legs.
So fit appearance, higher energy, better overall health, fewer food cravings due to balanced diet and exercise routine, relatively easy to maintain once practices become habitual. The trade-offs here is going to require some more planning. Greater overall attention to diet requires a greater time commitment for the more consistent exercise routine, may need assistance or coaching, and making sure you're getting the proper amounts of sleep. So, all right, the next one up, body fat percentage for men, 6 to 9%, women 16 to 19%.
So this is where the abs showing up, like guys will start getting the full-fledged abs, and then women, you could probably see your entire abs, if not like the first 4-pack.
So it'll probably look extremely lean, may have that 6-pack. Overall health will probably be good due to carefully balanced and minimally processed diet. Will experience fewer cravings. So trade-offs: may struggle in social situations, especially those involving food, may not have time for social opportunities outside of exercise, may have to give up other hobbies and interests outside of fitness. So now we're getting super lean here. So
This phase right here is more like for models and bodybuilders and people who do professional competitions that really require physique. So this is women below 16%, men below 6%. This is pretty much elite bodybuilder.
So may feel a sense of pride in achieving this athletic goal, but the trade-offs: will have difficulty socializing in most typical situations where food is involved, may lose out on fun events with family and friends, big time commitment to measure and weigh and track all foods, hyper focus on diet and exercise, may contribute to disordered eating, time required for exercise may crowd out other pursuits and interests. So we're talking like high level elite status here. So 2 basic principles. If you want to make further changes to your body, you'll need to make further changes to your behaviors.
So just giving you guys a heads up, just referencing what we were saying before, when you get leaner and leaner, you have to change more habits. You can't continue to do the same thing. So what gets you from one category to the next, you have to start changing and being more aware of the habits in order to get to the next level.
So the leaner you want to get, the more of your behaviors you're going to have to change.
What got you here won't get you there.
So what is a healthy level of body fat? So for men, it's going to be between 11 to 22%. For women, between 20 to 29%. The US average for men is 28%. US average for women is 40%. So getting the process started, it's not hard to go from an unhealthy level of body fat to a higher end of normal level. For instance, just making a few changes, drinking less soda or alcohol each day, not overeating desserts and fast foods, instead just eating them in reasonable amounts, taking a daily walk, adding a yoga class. Those are all things that could start the process.
Yeah. So this is like for people who are over 30%, considered obese. It's not that hard to get from unhealthy into just a regular level of body fat in your 20s, in your 20% body fat.
So from lean to leaner, if you want to get from 14% to 10% body fat for men, 24 to 20 for women, you have to do more and you also have to do less. So you'll probably need to do more stuff like getting more exercise and movement in, making sure the exercise is more intense. We're adding in resistance training, eating more vegetables, lean protein sources, choosing more whole foods, less processed foods. So more meal planning, getting serious about rest and recovery, learning your physical hunger and fullness cues. So really raising your level of awareness with what's going on. And probably need to do less stuff such as drinking alcohol and other high calorie beverages, eating fewer processed foods, not eating when you're not physically hungry, and need to make these small changes consistently over a period of time. So in order to change, you have to change. So you have to decide if these changes are worth making for you and where you're at and what you ultimately want. Because to look better and leaner, get a good night's sleep and get off medications, you know, that's going to be worth it. So you have to be ready to compromise. Other people decide they're not yet ready to make more adjustments. So what it takes to get elite, like super lean at this stage, we're going from athletically lean to bodybuilder lean. And the trade-offs get super serious at this point. So what people may not realize is that elite bodybuilders are getting ready for a contest. They're in a slow starvation mode, extremely strict and precise regimen of eating and training. That's basically the only way that you can get to body fat levels that are under 6% for men and under 16% for women. So, and this is definitely not for the faint of heart. It goes against your body's biological cues, requires you exercising when you're exhausted, ignoring desire for food when you're hungry, intense focus and dedication, distracts definitely from other areas of your life that you might enjoy and value. So there's definitely a huge amount of trade-offs for somebody wanting to get that level of leanness. So it's, you know, what is it worth to you? So having a six pack doesn't automatically make you healthy. Getting too lean can be unhealthy. Actually, you can end up with some different medical issues, low libido, disordered eating, potentially social isolation, host of other problems. Some elite bodybuilders rely on drugs, stimulants, diuretics, and other drugs just to keep themselves going. So being really lean has almost nothing to do with being really healthy. So it can also, I mean, it can lead you to getting away from good health. So sometimes people get into issues when they go down that route for too long. They can have negative issues with food. So, and then nobody's perfect either, not bodybuilders or fitness competitors. So you have to figure out what your goals and priorities are. You know, what you're willing to do right now in order to serve those goals and priorities, and why. How often, how consistently, and how intensely and precisely you're willing to do those things. What are you willing to give up now, and being brutally honest and realistic with yourself, but yet compassionate at the same time. So what happens now? We got to take the long view. You know, whatever change you want to make, know it's going to take time. Eating one massive calorie dense meal is not going to make you wake up super overweight. And at the same time, fasting for 24 hours isn't going to give you a six pack. You know, it's going to ultimately be a simple plan followed consistently that's going to be way better than a complex plan that's followed sometimes here and there, right? So consistency is going to be the key. And then review what's involved. You know, to reduce your body fat from unhealthy to healthy levels, you only need to make a few changes and follow them about 50% of the time. So that's just to get you, you know, to a healthier level and really getting clarity on what you want. So what matters to you, what you're willing to do or not do, and why. So what's most important is that you understand what it takes to get the outcome that you're looking for. So you have the power to choose what you ultimately want, what sacrifices you're willing to make. So healthy, athletically lean, super lean, it all depends on your priorities and goals, what you want. And you get to make that decision and get the body and health you really need while still living your life on the terms that you really want. So I know we've covered a lot, and this is a very technical presentation we went through today. So we'll go around just based off of what we've talked about. What level of leanness do you want to get to that will fit your lifestyle, and why? So
Any volunteers that want to talk about where they want to be? I can share with you where I was and where I wanted to be. So let's say when I got to fitness, and I used to be a runner. So I didn't have any muscles. Basically, I just did a lot of cardio. So what started to change my shape was I started to do CrossFit. This was about 6 years ago. So I was introduced to weightlifting, and I started changing. So I started adding in resistance training. I started changing my physique. For about 3 to 4 years, I was eating like crap, and I looked the exact same. I started plateauing. And I just thought that if I kept working out harder and doing more and more workouts and not focusing on my diet, I would get abs, because that's what I really, really wanted. I wanted to have abs for the first time. I've never had them before. So finally, when I started getting a coach and I cleaned up my diet, I got the abs. And then I got extreme with it. And I never shared this with anybody publicly before, but I just wanted to get super lean. I just wanted to get the most lean I've ever been. And then about a year and a half ago, right now I'm at around 130 pounds. So my obsession was just to burn that fat. And I kept going and going and pushing myself. It got to a point where I lost 18 pounds from where I'm at now. I was super lean. You could see every single line of my body, but I was really obsessed with food, and I couldn't go out and see friends. I was socially isolating. So I experienced that part, and I didn't really like it. And that's why it's really important for us to share this with you guys now, because you have to understand, like, I had to give up. I was uncomfortable when I was with my family because they had all this food. I would do massive binges because I was starving. And I mean, I have pictures of what I looked like, and it was really scary looking. So what I will post it eventually, so you guys will see, you know, how lean I got. And it just wasn't really healthy looking. There was like days where I would go against physical cues. There was a day we did 4 days where I didn't eat anything. Like, it was literally 200 calorie a day diet, coming off of a 1,200 calorie diet just to cut the weight. And then afterwards, I just looked crazy. I saw the pictures. You can see my ribs. It was
just
insane.
To interject,
it was
in
insane.
There, we went to an event where part of the event was like a 7-day fast. So it was like an experience.
Yeah, but we were already lean. So we did, coming off of a cut into a 200 calorie a day diet was insane. So letting you guys know, we've experienced the entire spectrum. Right now, Rob and I we would consider ourselves athletically lean, and that's where we really, really like it. But so I just wanted to share that with you guys. So that's where my journey was. So let's talk about you guys. Like, where do you guys see yourself? Because health isn't just about looking really good. It's about health. It's about loving the life that you have too. And if you love going out with your family and your friends and having food once in a while, then maybe we got to reevaluate some of your goals. Maybe having washboard abs maybe isn't a realistic goal for you. So you get to decide that. All right, so let's go around. I'm going to start calling on you guys randomly. Diana.
Okay, well, my goal is to just lose my tummy. and not be flabby.
Cool.
But I actually started. I really like what Mike's doing right now. He's
Mhm.
doing progressive overload. Like every week, he's having us put on weight on the bar.
Uh-huh.
And
Great.
I really like that. I think that's what I needed.
Good.
Instead
That's
of,
awesome.
instead
Adding
of
that resistance training and getting strong is going to really change your shape and your physique. And by you sticking to your nutrition and the way that you're fueling yourself is really going to get you lean down. So that way we could actually see your shape.
Yeah. So yeah, starting this week, starting since Monday, like I've been so sore. I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't been this sore. And it's just adding a little bit weight to my workout. Just I'm gonna start doing that every week, just adding like 5 pounds or 2.5 pounds, depending how I feel. But I really like that.
That's awesome, Diana. So you want to get lean, but also
Yeah.
improve your shape.
Yeah, I want to be strong. I don't want to, because I've lost a lot of weight before and I had no muscle tone, nothing, and I don't like that.
Yeah,
I want to pretty much look fit.
that's
Awesome.
awesome. I love it. Love it. Awesome. What about you, Dusty? You want to share your physique goals and how it fits with your lifestyle and what you want?
Mine seems to be a moving target. I started out and I was happy with the first 30 pounds I lost for a while, and then got a little bit leaner, and then set a goal and got there. And now I've set just another smaller goal. I tend, because I'm older, probably carrying a little more mass is a good thing. And although my trunk is probably belongs on somebody leaner, if I didn't have my hereditary legs, that probably would weigh about 15 pounds less. So, but still working on it. Still following my plan pretty religiously, and just looking at least body fat by count on Renpho. But the good thing that I see on that is my visceral fat is 5 pounds, and that's important to me for inflammation and that kind of thing, because your visceral fat tends to push you more into inflammatory issues. And so I'm very pleased because that's come down quite a bit.
Congratulations. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Let's go to Hi.
Okay. I guess for me, I'm just trying to get my nutrition and my exercise to go in the same direction rather than working against each other. So just getting that nutrition to feed my workouts, rather than just binging and eating too much or drinking too much when I don't need to. And I think ideally for me, I would like to be around, like, be able to maintain like 9-10%.
That's an awesome goal. It's a reasonable goal for men. Awesome.
Doable and sustainable.
Yep. Awesome. Let's go to Derek.
Hello.
Hello.
Level of leanness that will fit with my lifestyle. I don't know. I just want to be fit and healthy, I guess. I mean, if you guys are talking about, you guys are just athletic built, I think you guys are pretty much on the elite side. I mean, I would be obese if you guys are.
Oh, we are not the elite side. We're more like
So,
athletic build.
Elite side is like when you're looking at bodybuilder
On the
page,
show.
like they're literally dehydrating their bodies.
Like the dudes that like on stage, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so there's another level.
There's another level than where we're at.
I was gonna say athletic build, but you guys, I don't want to get. I mean, you get that's too much. Maybe what's below athletic build?
What
Fit?
is the low athletic build? Lean is just athletic. It's like that. What we said was athletic lean. And then what you're talking about is just lean. You'll be able to see it here.
Yeah, probably just lean.
Cool.
So the 10 to 12%.
This
Or-
one's, yeah, that's great.
Tired.
12% is still pretty lean.
Yeah, I mean, just not feeling tired, I guess.
Cool.
Awesome.
Awesome. So I love this presentation because I know like you have a lot going on in your life, and like Derek has a lot going on in his life right now. He runs multiple businesses. He has a daughter and a lot of family obligations, and a lot of different things going on. It's pulling him in all different kinds of directions. So you have to consider that too. You know what I mean? So that's why it's great to have a coach, because it's like, okay, sometimes you cannot dedicate 100% in like meal prepping all the time. And, so what fits for your life and what life is demanding of you right now. Right. And Derek's finding that balance where he is training to be really strong, but like not to a point where that's just all encompassing. He still has to manage his business, train his employees, take care of his daughter, see his girlfriend in Dallas, that kind of thing too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the cool thing with this also is that it can be like different seasons.
Yep,
if you come
exactly.
up
This is a really good
to
point.
a point in your life where you just have a lot going on, sometimes you can go into more of a maintenance type mode. So you can get through what's going on, but at the same time, not just being like, well, F it, and not tracking anything. So keeping control and monitoring, what is going into your body is a part of just being responsible. It's like equating it to, knowing what's going on with your finances, that you can't just be like, I just don't want to think about that, because it's happening and it's going to affect you. So unfortunately, that's something that people do with their bodies, but it's still as real and it's going to affect you. So no matter what's going on in your life, you still have to keep control in that area, still have to know what's going on. But with these skills and tools and the level of awareness you're gaining, you'll know how to, if things are more stressful, that you can ease up a little bit, allow yourself a little bit of room so you're not having to think so much about that part of it.
Yeah. And then Rob brought up a really good word, seasons. Everybody goes through different seasons in life. So you have to figure out, what does that mean for you, right? So fitness and health is something that you should always never just put on the back burner. A lot of times people put in their seasons is their kids, their work, and their families under kids. So family and work and social life. So those are the seasons that they stay in their entire life. And then they end up in a place where their health is just absolutely last, right? So you have to understand that what season, but also at the same time, you can't just focus like right now, Derek, he can't just focus on all of his fitness and put all of his time there, because all the other areas and responsibilities he has to commit to that takes time and attention will start going down. So he has to find that perfect point where he can really be able to feel great and his fitness is fueling the other areas of his life, and he can perform really high at those areas right now. So that's like the season he's in right now. Maybe when he gets a few more employees, then we could get into fitness a little bit more. Does that make sense? So that's just an example. Hope you didn't mind that I used you as an example.
Sure. Yeah, no problems.
Okay, cool. Let's go to Jamie.
So my overall goal is to get to the athletic, because I would like to be like not big time, but just small time competitive CrossFit athlete. So getting to like the athletic side of it, that's where I would like to be. And kind of on my bucket list, I haven't told you this yet, Termy, but I would love to do just one time, get down to where I could do like a fitness competition, just to say that I've done it, and then mark that off my bucket list and move on. go
Yeah,
back.
for sure.
Very cool.
I'm not against getting to fitness competition style. And I think that whenever you get to this certain leanness, you feel a sense of accomplishment. You're just like, heck yeah, I did it. It's just like, why would you want to run a marathon? Like it's 27 miles. Why the heck would you ever want to do that? Well, just to say you did, and you did something really challenging, and it just feels very good inside to know that you did something that very little people can do. So I
Yeah.
respect that, and that's okay. I just want you guys to know that we can't walk around looking like that all the time. It requires a lot of crazy stuff happening. So I'm all for it, and getting to a point of athletic lean is something that's very, very sustainable if you're willing to put in the work and arrange your habits and get really disciplined and with your healthy habits. Awesome, Jamie. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, yeah.
Beth? Ask to unmute. Unmute yourself.
Damn it, every time. Unmute yourself. I am so laser focused on my first goal of getting down and losing fat, and that I don't know what that might change. So my focus now is to get in the healthy zone. And I'm getting in the healthy zone, and I have to be very careful. I have a background of eating disorders, so I have to be very careful when it gets to the nitpicky parts. And I mean, I don't really care about model competition, stuff like that. Like, I would rather, go on vacation and, eat moderately and nicely and, maintain my healthy well-being, because for me, my mental well-being is as important as my physical well-being. So for me, it's a very fine balance and walk of losing the weight and not dipping off into the compulsive scary zone.
Cool. I love that. Beth is a great example of finding balance right there. So thanks so much for sharing that.
Yes, getting into balance and a place of empowerment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's okay. Like, not everybody's goals. Everybody here has so many different goals, and it's really great, right? We can all still support each other and help each other get to our goals. All right. You want to go to Joe? Joe, you're up.
Hey, thanks. I think my fitness goal right now would be like body type or whatever. If my belly didn't jiggle when I brush my teeth, I think that would be superb.
Awesome.
And that's just kind of a joke. No one laughed. Okay. No, in reality, you guys know, like, my body goal would be kind of that. If you've ever seen Game of Thrones, The Mountain, that guy's like a 6'9" Icelandic strongman. He's literally been one of the strongest men in the world at one point. And he's not ripped. He's not super defined. He's just straight up strong. And that's really what I want. And I think that's where I would be, is that, you don't have to make a lot of trade-offs. You don't have to, because we live in the South, where a lot of times food is the social thing, and so it's not hard to maintain if you just, in the moments that you do what you need to do, and those, you can have those social moments and eat what you want to eat and enjoy it, but then you just have to be disciplined when you're not in those moments, which is what I've been finding out for me. I've had, you guys know, I've had a few like setbacks, but then I spend the rest of the week being disciplined, and it makes a huge difference in stepping towards my goals. So I think that's, for me, is more important, because that's like, my thing is, I just want to be healthy for my kids. Like, I don't want to try to set some, bar that's not really achievable or not, worth the trade-off. And so I think just being healthy and strong and capable would be like a great place for me.
That's awesome, Joe. I think that's really obtainable, and it's really reasonable for your lifestyle right now. Thanks for sharing. Let's go to Susan.
My, I guess, percent body fat goal would be the one that's even higher than this, because I'm way above that now. Even though I've lost 50 pounds, I haven't lost that much, at least by the measurement that I take, haven't lost that much body fat. And I'm older also, and so I think it may become a little bit harder to do that and to lose. And as Dusty said, probably a little bit better for us to have a little more fat. But I guess I might have to look into getting one of those Renfro scales to measure mine on a more consistent basis.
Cool, Susan. I could definitely send you a link. I'll send you and Beth the link if you guys want to check it out. But that's very reasonable for you, Susan. You come a really long way. I don't know if you guys all knew, but Susan has she's lost 74 pounds, right?
Yeah,
74 pounds on her journey, and she's continuing her journey. So she's at a weight she hasn't seen since the 80s, right?
Correct.
You're doing great. So I think that your goal is definitely reasonable and it fits your lifestyle, and you're definitely committed to it, and you're getting better every day. Cool. Let's go to Jessica.
Hey. I want to be athletic, build, lean. Heck yeah. That's what I'm going for. And the 2.5 weeks I've been with you guys, I've lost 8 pounds. And really, I have not lost weight in 3 months just doing, the beach body before you guys assigned on. It was like I was really working out super hard and still looking like I was pregnant. But, game changer with the scale and really paying attention to everything, the sauces, every little, it's not even that hard. Like, I don't know why I didn't do this a long time ago, but I feel so much better. I'm drinking less caffeine, like we talked about earlier. It's amazing. I can't even believe it. And, yeah. Oh, and getting sleep, like real sleep. And I have like sleep issues, chronic pain. And I can finally say in 25 years, I haven't felt this good without pain medication, without any controlled substance. I'm off all that crap and I've never felt better. What?
We're so proud of you.
Like, I can't believe it.
Everybody give her a virtual fist bump on the screen. That's freaking awesome, because she has a lot of
issues,
injuries, and
yes,
arthritis and things like that. So
fibromyalgia, Crohn's, and they're all doing. Oh, I'm doing so much better, and I'm on such a better schedule.
That's cool.
And
Thank you so much.
Accountable, so I love this.
Awesome, you're crushing it. All right, did we miss anybody at all? Hi, we got everybody.
We got everybody.
There's Mickey in there. I see Mickey. Hi, Mickey. You want to come say hi?
I had to drop parts off to my buddy, and I text you at like 6, and then as soon as I got to my buddy's house, I went on Facebook and I saw you. I'm like, oh, forgot again.
It's all good. Just watch the replay because it's really important, because I know that you definitely want to work on your physique, especially with getting the abs and stuff like that.
Yeah, this one's about trade-offs.
Yeah,
so
trade-offs.
Definitely a good one for you to watch on this one.
For sure.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions at all?
Any questions, anyone? If not, then be sure to be here for Saturday. It's going to be an awesome one, as always. Be sure to get your guys' forms turned in when we send those out tomorrow, and reach out if you need anything. Like, anytime you guys need a one-on-one call, let us know. We're here for you. We want to freaking pour into you and make sure you get amazing results and have an amazing experience.
Oh, yes. All right, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
All right.
Oh, wait, I want to do a selfie real quick. Okay, I pulled you guys all on the screen. I'm gonna take a picture. All right, everybody do a flex. Because we're all in all parts of the world, so we can't always be next to each other all the time. Susan, you're not, put your screen back on. Turn your screen on, Susan. Mickey. All right, cool. Give me a flex. Nice. You guys freaking rock. All right, you guys freaking rock your Wednesday. See ya.
Right. See you later.
Bye.
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 Bye.